Chagit, good evening.
Good
What an
evening.
honor to sit with you here tonight.
The honor is mine. Thank you for
Thank you
having me.
so much for being here tonight. I wanted to ask you a few questions. The first one is, where were you on October 7th?
On October 7th, I was actually supposed to be in Israel, and last-minute cancellations, I ended up staying in New York with the family. As we were preparing for the holiday meal, my brother was rushing from shul, and he was saying that he heard a rumor that there was a huge terror attack in Israel and there's many casualties. And I think our Shabbat and holiday was not the same ever since. We were worried about our family, and Shabbat, Sunday night, when the holiday was over, we heard the news. And I think every single person in this room can remember exactly where they were on October 7th, because it's a time where we moved from joy and happiness, celebration, to grief and mourning, and that's something we just can never forget.
Thank you. As a philanthropist and a businesswoman, very much active in the Jewish world, how did 7th of October affect your work and your life?
As I said, no one's life can be the same after October 7th. It was very easy to fall into grief and sadness and mourning with whatever happened to our brothers and sisters in Israel. But it was actually one thing that was very uplifting to me was to see how our entire nation came together. Everybody was getting together to pray and to help and support and raise money, and to see our nation united like that was just amazing. And also for us at the Levayev Foundation, at the foundation that was established by my parents, Olga and Lev Levayev, we thought what we would do, and the first step for us was to support those that no one else supported at the time, and that was the displaced family from the northern and southern borders, because these families were so fearful and they just escaped with their kids. They left their homes, left their source of income, and with little kids were scattered around Israel looking for a place to sleep, looking for what to eat. And sadly, because they weren't evacuated by the government, they weren't entitled for government aid. So these were the first people that we were there to help them with grants of millions of dollars. And of course, from there, we were in touch with all the victims' families, with the hostage families, and with wounded soldiers. We were there for them with financial aid, emotional aid, and everything they have needed during this entire difficult time.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your work. And tell me, how do you see the future for your children in America?
Yes, I think we have all seen the rise of anti-Semitism ever since October 7, and we've seen those videos in colleges, campuses, and pro-Palestinian protests. We have come to a situation where Jews are afraid to be walking around publicly and, be seen as Jews. So I think that for that, we just must keep investing in Jewish education and support our Jewish institutions, because that's what's going to keep our Jewish heritage and identity for the future, and this is the future of our nation. And this has always been our mission of the Levayev Foundation, because over the years, my father established hundreds of schools around the world, the Or Avner and Or Chana institutions. Lubavitcher Rebbe sent my father on that mission because that was the most important thing, to take care of the Jewish education around the world. And especially during a time like this, we see the importance of that. And of course, also to continue strengthen the relationship between Israel and the Jews here. And, because the strong connection between the Jewish diaspora and our homeland is what's going to help Israel. I myself am a proud Jewish woman, but I'm also Israeli at heart, and I see the importance of this connection. On October 7, there were many people before that didn't necessarily relate to Israel, connect to Israel, or even connected to their Jewish heritage. But it was after October 7th that something sparked in their soul and their neshama. and they related and they felt a connection, because Israel is our home for the Jews all around the world, and we have to make sure we stick together and support Israel as much as we can, because this is the future of our nation.
Thank you so much. I am honored to give you an award, a chauffeur, for all the work you've been doing for the Jewish world in Israel and around the world, and all the contribution you guys are doing among all these years.
Thank you so much.
Come to the stage. Yeah?
Yes, you can.